let's kneel down and we'll play it by ear.
Awesome, thank you.
And let's face in showman bow. Us. All right, and bow us in, please.
Matzo,
Us.
Matzo Yame,
Us.
Kaito Nire,
Us.
Nidame Nire,
Us.
Gunshihan Robin Nire,
Us.
Senpai Nire,
Us.
Otogai Nire.
Us. Very good. And let's stand up. All right, now, you'd be surprised to know, Ann, that there are more white belts in this class. They're just not here.
Oh, okay,
So it's you and me again.
okay.
I hope you don't get bored with me.
Definitely don't. You challenge me all the time.
Oh, good. I love to try.
I need to adjust this a little better.
I was gonna say, I love to challenge. I mean, torture my students. All right,
You do.
let's wiggle our toes. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shich, hach, ku, ju. Pick your right leg up. Let's circle. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Change directions. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. And shake it out. Very good. Left leg up. Let's circle. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Change directions. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. And shake it out. Very good. Feet together, hands on your knees. Let's circle. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go. Change directions. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Step out shoulder width. Let's go down and up. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go. Ruk, shich, hach, ku, ju. Very good. Make your legs much wider, and we're going to lean to your left. So get ready to lean. Here we go. Ichi, leaning to your left. Keep that leg nice and straight. Knee. See if you can push your hips forward and stretch the front of your thigh, your hip flexors. And san, heel on the ground, toes up. Good. Let's go the other way. Ichi, all the way to your right. Keep that left leg nice and straight. Knee, turn. Push those hips forward so you're stretching the hip flexors, the front of your thigh. And san, heel on the ground, toes up. Let's do it again. Ichi, knee, and san, and ichi, knee, and san. And let's sit all the way down. I'm going to just check this screen, make sure it doesn't shut on us. All right. So sticking your left leg out, bend your right knee. Let's stretch to our toes. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shich, hach, ku, ju. Turn and twist towards your bent knee. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. And change your legs. So now we're sticking our right leg out. And reach up and stretch. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shich, hach, ku, ju. And twist and hug your bent knee. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Spread those legs out to a V. Remember, we're emphasizing toes straight up to the ceiling. Let's stretch as high as we can, 2 counts to your left. And ichi, ni, now to your right. San, shi, and alternate sides. Go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. And do a little twisting. Now we're going to stretch to the right. ichi, ni, and alternate sides. San, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and twist. Okay, let's walk those hands out. Remember, try to pivot forward from your hips, not just bending your upper back. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shich, hach, ku, ju, and hold it. And come on back. Woo, that felt good. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. We're going to rock on our sokuto, our knife edge. And ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Using your elbows or your hands, push your knees to the floor and try to touch your forehead to your toes. And give a gentle shake. And everyone stand up into Kibarachi. Everyone, that's you and me, kid. All right. Let's have our nice, strong horse dance. That's it. Good. And stand up straight with your hands behind your head. Remember, when we bend over at the waist, we're going to turn our toes in, and when we stand up, pull our heels in. So toes in, bend at the waist. Ichi. Really let the weight of your head pull you down. Ni, stand up tall. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Shich. Hach. Ku, toes are touching. Ju, heels are touching. And reach up as high as you can. Clap your palms and try to touch the floor, keeping your legs straight. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shich, hach, ku, ju. Grab your ankles, bring your head to your knees. Bend those knees and slowly stand up. All right, put your thumb in your belt and let's move our heads up and down. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and side to side. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shich, hach, ku, ju, and let's circle. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go. Other way. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. And shrug your shoulders forward and back. And hands up for gasho. So squeeze those hands together and ichi, push hard. Bring them down to your chest. Good. And out front, ni. And underneath, san. And now fingers up and press your fingerprints together as hard as you can. And shake them out. Very good. Pull your right leg in, nare. Let's face front, showman bow. Us. And please face me. Us. So we're going to start out with going over stances for you to give your arm a chance to be ready. So as a white belt, there are several stances you need to know. For those of you who are watching on Facebook, I'm going to show you with my hands the direction your toes point, and as well as show you with my body. And you're going to show me with your body, because I can see you, right? So the first one we're going to do is called Eikodachi. So Anne, show me Eikodachi. Uh-oh. If these are my toes, if these are my feet, notice it's a parallel stance. So Eikodachi is a parallel stance and your toes are pointing straight ahead. So in my situation, if you could see my feet well, my toes are pointing straight ahead. It's a parallel stance, Eikodachi. Good. And show me Fudodachi. Fudodachi. In this situation, Fudodachi, our toes turn out. This is called a normal stance. It's kind of like when you're just hanging out. Your toes are a little in, your heels are turned in a little bit, your toes are out. And you have a little bend in your knees. You're not locked out. So again, Eikodachi, your toes are straight ahead. Fudodachi, your toes are turned out gently. Okay? Next one we're going to go over is Kibadachi. We did it in the beginning, that big horse stance. So in your horse stance, but your toes are pointing forward in your horse stance, not out. Your toes are pointing forward. So if you can see my feet, my toes are pointing straight ahead, and I have my knees bent. You also have to get your chest back, or your shoulders back, your chest out. You don't want to be slumped over. You want to be shoulders back, chest out. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see your backside has to push out a little. It's not caving in. So you push your backside back, your shoulders out. And this is Kibadachi. It's a horse stance. All right. Our next stance, Anne, show me Zen Kutsurachi. Well, I'm being mean to Anne tonight. It's not fair. Yes, Anne, front leaning stance. So in that situation, your front knee is bent. So much bent that you cannot see the foot or the toes in front of you, and your back leg is straight. But in this situation, your front foot, your toes are pointing straight ahead, and your back foot, your toes are pointing off at a 45-degree angle. Now, the general rule is that your feet should be as wide, if not wider, than your shoulders. And the length of your stance, the length from toe to heel, should be as if it's double shoulder width length. So, if I can, I'm going to get this is a little double shoulder width for me. This is too short for me. So the idea is, as you build leg strength, get deeper in your stance. Yes, young lady. Good. All right, and we have one more to do before we do some kicking and punching. And this is Anne's favorite. It's called San Chindachi. So Anne, show me San Chindachi. Yes? She did a great job. For those of you who didn't see, so again, here's Anne's feet. She pulled her right foot in, and she circled up, and she turned her heels out. And ideally, the back toes are in the same line as the front heels. All right, and so that was fantastic. Come on back to our Eikodachi, our parallel stance. Very good. And let's yoi. Let's get ready. Up on the balls of our feet. Cross our right hand on the outside, heels out. And as we bring our hands down, let's exhale. Good. Put both hands out and pull your right hand back in chamber. So chamber is that position where your arm is bent and positioned or chambered to punch. You know how you put you chamber a bullet in a gun? Well, here you're chambering your fist, ready to make a punch. And now we are going to slide and we're going to punch middle. Nice and easy. Now, Anne, you be careful and test drive this arm, okay? Ready? So, ichi. So as the right hand comes out, we pull the left hand back in chamber. How's that feel, Anne?
I'm okay right now.
Okay. Knee. Right now we're just doing a slow motion punch. And the idea is that when we do that slow motion punch, we rub from the pinky all the way down the forearm to the elbow against our ribs and come out and punch. Ready? So, sun. We're still going slow motion. And make sure you relax your shoulders. One of the common mistakes people make is as they think hard about it, their shoulders tense up and all of a sudden they've lost their neck. Shi. So now we're going to go faster. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. And this time we're going to punch and kiai. Remember, a kiai is a strong, focused yell. Ju. Ha! All right. So we're going to go a little bit faster. We're going to punch middle and kiai each time. Ichi. Ha! Ni. Ha! San. Ha! Shi. Ha! Go. Ha! Ruk. Ha! Shich. Ha! Hach. Ha! Ku. Ha! Ju. Ha! Good. So now let's pull our fist up to face level for Jodanzuki. Same principle. You're going to rub your forearms against your rib cage, but then you're going to come out And your first two knuckles, which are called your seiken are your weapon. So imagine it's like the point of an arrow and it's coming and punching straight through. But we're going to punch straight to the eyes. And we're going to do 4 times slow motion. Ready? So ichi. Right about eye level. Ni. San. Shi. We're going to go faster. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Ha. All right, and we're going to punch in kiai 10 times. Ready? Ichi. Hut. Ni. Hut. San. Hut. Shi. Hut. Go. Hut. Ruk. Shit. Hut. Ku. Ju. Good. Let's punch now down to the groin. So Seiken Geidanzuki. So Seiken is saying what the weapon is that you're using. Geidan is saying what level you're punching, and Zuki means punch. So Seiken means a 4-fist strike to the groin. I think we're ready to punch in kiai right away now. And I'm not going to kiai because my kiai makes everything delayed. So you're flying solo, lady. You ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Shit. Hut. Ku. Ju. Ah. So we're going to put all 3 punches together. So 1, punch face. 2, punch middle. 3, punch low. 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. 3. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. 3. All right, so we're just going to do all 1 count. So when I say the number, we're going to put all 3 punches in. Face, middle, low. And I want for you, face, low, middle. So you're going to punch high, low, middle. Everyone in Facebook world, you're going to follow me. Ready? Here we go. So ichi. 1, 2, 3. Good. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Now, if you notice, as I'm punching, I'm not just punching with my arms. I'm actually putting my hip and my shoulder into my punch. So that little twist of action is where I'm going to develop my power. So when I punch, I just don't want to move my arms and keep my body stationary. So watch. I'm going to punch face. See how I turn my shoulders in the punch? Punch middle. I've turned my shoulders. Punch low. So when we punch, try to do all 3 parts. Ready? Here we go. Roku. Yes. There you're going to generate more power. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Yep. Good. So we're going to nare. We're going to pull our right leg in. Cross your right leg hand on the outside. Pull your right foot in. Nare. Good. Shake it out a little bit. All right. It's time to work our thighs. So what we're going to do is we're going to do squats. So please watch from here. We're going to squat. We're going to come up. Then we're going to punch face, punch middle, punch low. Then squat, come up, punch face, punch middle, punch low. Okay? So, the important part about a squat, first of all, it's great for your thighs. And when you go to sit or stand up, you want that stability in your thighs so you don't just flop down. But you have to make sure you kick your tuchus, your rear end back, so that when you squat, see how my butt sticks out? And my knees are over my toes. My knees are not in front of my toes. So make sure that when you squat, your butt is behind you and your knees are in a straight line with your toes. Ready? Here we go. So ichi, down, up. 1, 2, 3. Knee, Now, and our hardest part is we have to alternate hands. So now we're going to punch sun. She. Here's the secret. All odd numbers, you'll start with your right hand. This is an odd number. Go. Now we're going to start with our left hand. Roku. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Hip. Good. Let's pull our right foot in Nare. All right, shake those hands out. It's time for us to do some push-ups. Now, Anne, you have a choice. One-handed push-ups, try your two-handed push-ups, or do crunches instead.
I think I'll do the crunches instead.
Okay. So for everyone out in Facebook world, we do push-ups on our knuckles. So nice tight fists. We're going to put our knuckles on the floor. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. For someone who's brand new at knuckle push-ups, we want to make sure our fist is directly underneath our shoulder. We don't want to be back like this, but we also don't want to be in front like this. So our knuckles directly under our shoulders. If this is easy or comfortable for you, you can walk your knuckles out and drop your hips flat. So that's your choice. But as a new student, you get to use your knees. Ready? Here we go. Ichi. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Ruk. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Yeah. Good. All right, let's get flat on our backs. Knees, ankles crossed, hands behind your head. And each count, we're going to crunch up and back down, trying to keep our legs in the air. If you want a greater challenge, put your legs straight to the ceiling. If you want a greater challenge, hold them out at a 45-degree angle. You choose. Ready? Here we go. Ichi. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Ruk. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Yeah. We're going to do 10 more. Your turn to count, Anne.
Oh, okay. Ichi. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju.
Yeah, very good. Check your uniform belt. Give it a tight pull so that your belt does not come untied. And let's stand up, please. You all right, young lady?
I'm getting there.
All right. So very good. Let's yoy. Take a big breath in. Cross. We're going to slide our right leg back. So cross your left hand on the outside of your right. You're going to slide your right leg back into that Zen Kutsudachi, that front leaning stance. And we're going to block down. This is called Kake Wake Uke. Kamaite. Yep. Good. So our hands up. So we're going to break down the kick called Kingiri. Kingiri is a kick to the groin. And you're going to point your toes down so that you're using the top of your foot to kick to the groin. So hands up. 1, bring your knee up in chamber. Point those toes straight down. 2, extend your leg out. Bring it back and all the way down. So now for effective balance, tighten your core. Keep your hands up. And the leg that's not kicking, keep it soft, so don't lock it out. Ready? 1, up in chamber. 2, out. 3, back. 2, out. 3, back. 2, out. 3, back. And 4 all the way down. Nice job, Anne. Okay. So, Facebook world, we're just going to do 1 Kingiri. And that's not enough for you. So you're going to do Kingiri, Geidan Barai, Geidan Yagazuki.
Oh,
Remember, Geidan Yagazuki means opposite leg and hand out front. Okay? So everyone who's with me, we're going to kick, and then we're going to do our kake wake uke. Ready? So ichi, up, out, back, down, and block down. And punch down, Ann.
no.
Yes. Ready? Knee. So kick and block down. Yes. Sun. So, Ann, remember that when you prepare for that block, the one thing I want you to do, make sure this bottom hand is pointing straight down, not up like this. And it comes right down. Yes, ma'am. She. One more time. Go. Yep.
Ah,
Good. Change our feet. So now we've got our left leg back. Let's break it down. 1, up in chamber. 2, out. 3, back. Tighten your core. 4, all the way down. You don't have to block yet, and we're just practicing slow motion right now. Ready? One more time, slow motion. 1, up in chamber. Try to get that knee as high as your belt. 2, out. 3, back. And 4, down. Okay. So, and now you're going to kick, block down with your right hand. Your other right hand. You ready? Put your other right hand up. And block down. And punch down. And we're going to block down and kick and then block down. Ichi. So kick, cross your lip, and block down. The right leg's out front, so the right hand on the outside. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Yep. Good. Change your legs. And for you now, I want to see Mowashigeri, roundhouse kick.
oh,
So show me your roundhouse kick. That's it. Pivot, kick. Then put your left hand behind your head. Shoot on Sotuke. And then shoot on Yagazuki. Make sure that right leg's a little bit farther behind you. Everyone else, we're going to do front snap kick. So now instead of our toes pointing down, we're going to pull our toes out of the way. So we kick with the ball of our foot, which is called Chusoku. Chusoku. All right, here we go. Ichi. Kick. Now this time, block down. Pull your hand back. 1, 2. Put that left hand behind your head, Ann.
oh,
And block, and then punch middle. Good. Make your stance longer, young lady. Ready? Knee. Kick. And block down. And 1, 2. Yes. So, Ann, remember when you do your outside block, elbow drops down. Then punch middle. Because you're protecting your midsection. Ready? Sun. Kick. Block down. 1, 2. Yes, ma'am. She. Kick. Block down. 1, 2. Go. Kick. Yep. Good. Change your feet. All right, and now you need to do that blocking with your right hand first. We're going to do this 5 more, but with the front snap kick with our left leg. Ready? Ichi. Kick. Block down. Pull your left hand back. 1, 2. Good. Knee. You only have to punch 1 time, Ann. Thank you for the extra credit. Sun. She. Go. Yep.
up,
Good. Pull your rear foot forward, Nare. So what we did, the two kicks we practiced were kingiri, groin kick with the toes down, and maigiri, front snap kick. And we're now going to teach them face block, and then I'm going to give you, of course, more work. So everyone put your left hand up, your right hand in chamber. Take your left hand, put it down so that your thumb side is facing you. Cross your right hand on the outside. Again, your thumb side is facing you. Now this arm is going to slide up as this arm pulls back. Ready, set, up. Good. 1, elbow down. 2, cross on the outside. This hand's going to slide up, this hand pulls back, and block up. Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's all we're going to do. And that's not enough for you. So I want face block, shuto ga manuchi, shuto ga manuchi.
Up.
Remember to keep your wrist bent, young lady. Yes. Okay, ready? Here we go. Ichi. So down, cross, block up. Start with your left hand behind your head. Put your left hand behind your head. 1. Now your right hand behind your head. Good. Knee. Right hand first, then left hand. Yes. Sun. Shi. Cross your left hand in front. That's right. Now right, left. Right hand first. Right. Left. Now we're going to add 2 punches to face so that Anne feels she has company with all the extra work. Go. Lock up. Chamber hand starts. 1, 2. Roku. Lock up. 1, 2. I see, Anne. What you're doing, Anne, is you're doing this. You're blocking, then you're putting that hand behind your head. You want to block and put the chambered hand behind your head. Put your chambered hand behind your head.
Up.
So let's do this together, Anne. Let's put your right hand in chamber, left hand up. Okay, everyone on Facebook, you're going to do punches by yourself because Anne needs my help. Roku, so we're down. Lock up. Now your left hand is a chambered hand. Put your left hand behind your head. 1, and then your right hand. Now close your fists because we have to block again. Shichi, cross your left hand in front. Lock up. Right hand behind your head. Chambered hand behind your head. 1, 2. Close your fist. Put your right hand in front. Ku. 1, 2. Last one, left hand in front. Ju. And 1 and 2. And let's nare. Okay, so all my beginners, this is where we say goodbye to you because Anne now has to be tortured with kata and self.